Hi, everyone. Welcome to the weekly review of my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. Balance on the account is $148,338.76. Let's go ahead and look at the performance for the past week. Before I talk about the numbers, how awesome that my next target goal for this portfolio is $150,000 and I'm less than $2,000 away from that. That's so freaking cool and so exciting because whoa, once I hit that $150,000 mark, that means I just have $50,000 to go until I hit $200,000. Now, I'm not saying that $50,000 is a low amount of money or anything like that, but it seems very realistic in terms of, wow, this portfolio could really get to $200,000 and higher than that. And hopefully I start seeing some real growth in the portfolio. And this could spiral in a really positive way in terms of just the balance on it. So really looking forward to hitting 150. Once I hit 150 on the portfolio, I am going to, I don't want to use the word slow down because I do invest aggressively. And I think even if I quote unquote slow down, it still would be viewed as aggressive investing. But I think what I will do is aggressively invest less amount of money. I don't know if I'm saying that the right way, but instead of putting $4,000, $5,000 into the portfolio per month, maybe I'll just put $2,000 or $2,500, right? So a significantly less amount, and I don't know, use some of the other money just to enjoy life now, be in the present. I'm not sure. Let's see. I've said in the past that I was slowing down on other things, and I end up not slowing down just because I'm like, oh, it'd be great to get these accounts up to higher balances. But again, I'm just fighting with saving for the future, but also living in the present. So you'll probably hear me have these type of conflicts with myself in a lot of my future videos because I'm really struggling with it, right? In terms of what I should do, because the other thought process is, okay, if once the portfolio hits 150, why don't you just really scale back and just only put like $2 to $500 a month into it, right? And just kind of take the rest of the money, enjoy your life, try to plan a trip, treat yourself to something really nice. I don't know. All right, let's look at how the investments perform. So I just have two investments in this portfolio, and that's all the investments that I'm interested in having. I know several of you all have given me recommendations in terms of like maybe adding QQQ or SCH, is it G? They're growth ETFs, and I just no longer want to invest in things that I'm not educated on, because in the past I invested in several stocks and ETFs that I had no business investing in, and it literally lost me thousands of dollars. So never doing that again. I'm just going to stick to the ETFs that I do believe in and I want to hold on long term. So let's look at them. So the first one is VU. VU is just the ETF for the S&P 500. Absolutely love VU. This past week, it was up 0.56% or $464.18. Sorry. So overall for the week, the portfolio was up $1,560.47 or 1.06%. Moving on to SCHD. Last week, SCHD had a rough week. I mean, you all heard me saying that SCHD was dragging down my portfolio, which it was and continues to do. But this past week, it really bounced back. It really did well. So SCHD was up 1.73% or $1,096.29. I really do love SCHD, and I've also gotten comments in terms of dividend investing is really more so for when you're closer to get into your retirement stage, the portfolio should really be more focused on growth. And I 100% agree with that. I do, again, still love SEHD. So I'm not going to sell out of my position of it. So the $64,392.82 balance here, I'm not going to sell any of it. I'm just going to keep it as is and just let it ride out and put all money into VU. So if you look here, you'll see I've actually updated the portfolio allocation. I mentioned it in last week's video as well, but I wasn't able to do it on the app. But anyway, I figured it out on the desktop. So you see here now the allocation for VU is set at 80%. And VU right now is at 56.5%. And then you see here SEHD, I've lowered the portfolio percentage to 20%. And right now it's at 43.4%. So as I put in future deposits into this portfolio, it's all going to go to VU, which is great. And then the SEHD position will just continue to get lower and lower because the VU balance is just getting bigger and bigger. Again, really love SEHD, want to keep it in the portfolio, but in terms of where I am on my FIRE journey, which is wealth accumulation, my money really needs to 100% be going towards VU. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. So after that just wonky week last week of $14,000, it's not wonky, but just once in a, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but just one-off week where I was able to put a ton of money in. I did go back to traditional investing for this past week, so let's look at that. So on June 17th, I put in $200, which is normally what I put in like every week. But I think I was just feeling a little spicy or just, I just wanted a momentum to keep on going. So I put in another $500 on later that day on June 17th. So let's just look what buys I got. So the first buy of $200 on June 17th. I'm not sure why it's taking a while to load. Let's just see. Yes, here it goes. It all went to VU and I got 0.40 shares. And then later in the afternoon on June 17th, because M1 Finance now, all members, you get to trade in the morning and the afternoon. So that all went to VU and I got 0.99 shares. So for the past week, I put in $700. This is not typically how much I put in every single week. It's probably more realistic, like $100 to $200 every single week. But again, I think after that huge deposit last week, I just wanted to keep the momentum going. And now if we just look at the recap, you see here, I started the week at $146,078.29. I put in $700 in cash, and then with the market growth of $1,560.47 is what brings the balance up to $148,338.76. I love saying that because, it's so close to 150. I can't wait for 150 to just roll off my tongue. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the holdings. Yes. So overall, the portfolio is up 8.38%, or $11,468.87. Again, I wish the growth on this portfolio was just significantly higher, but unfortunately it's not. But I'm just going to keep on investing and see what happens. So VU, you see here, overall is up 10.62%, or $8,059.66. SEHD is still dragging at 5.59%, or $3,409.21. But it has went up significantly. Like before last week, it was in the threes in terms of the return. It was just really bad. And again, not going to sell, but just SEHD is just going to stay where it's at for the next 5 years. So again, I'm not like impressed with the growth on the portfolio. Like I would love if this percentage, like overall percentage, was at least 15%, 20%. Maybe that's unrealistic. But if it was in the 12 to 15%, I would be content with that because I think that's decent growth. But I'm in the 8. So I'm not sure what's happening there. But again, going to keep on investing and take it from there. All right, that is all of the information for this week. Next week, you see here, there's no money set to trade because I don't have any money, but I will at least find $25 to put into the portfolio for next week, hoping to find more. But yes, so let's see if we can get this portfolio to $150 by the end of July. We'll see. I should be able to because my mid-month paycheck, I do invest a couple $1,000s. So pending I still have my job, I will. I feel fairly confident I'll be able to get it over the 150 mark, maybe 151, 152. And yeah, then I'll be less than $50,000 from $50,000. That's right, to 200K in my portfolio. That'd be so freaking awesome. All right, stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. We're at 148. Let's keep on investing. All right. Thanks for sticking with me as I talk through all of this, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.